welcome to my North London allotment. Don't be deceived, this is a lovely sunny day, but we've just had 2 days of heavy rain and hailstones, so I've got my wellies on because it's a bit wet. Anyway, I thought it was about time we did a May plot tour, and so much has changed. It's about time I did one. Okay, so let's make a start on the little herb garden. As you can see, the wet and warm weather has really brought this all into life. There's the sage, oregano, the mint that even looked like it had died off in the winter. There it is, happily coming back. It would take over if it were not in that very deep container there. It's lemon thyme, some of it's looking a bit past it. I don't know, maybe I should cut that off. Let me know below if that's what I should do, the kind of deadish looking bits, because we've got lots of new growth here, which is looking good. And this is actually, I've cheated, my last rosemary was dead, so this is a new rosemary that I picked up at Wyvale in Potter's Bar. I love rosemary, I just think it's an amazing smell, so hopefully this one does a little better than last year's. Just in the background there as well, you can see one of my overwintered onions. I lost some of them, but I got a few of them left. Just came up to visit, and they very kindly bought me up a load of iceberg lettuce, which are in this cloche, which my mum also bought for me, which was very kind. There's also some mare's tail growing in there, I can see, which is not a surprise. So I do need to take that off and have a quick weed before I pop it back on. And they also brought up what my mum calls pea beans. They're kind of like a big homage to, they're really nice bean, but you can see there's some slug damage here. And also they've not got their green colour back after being transplanted. I was hoping that they'd kind of find their colour again, but they're not looking too healthy. So, I don't know if you know what might have caused that. There are some new shoots there which are looking a bit greener. I'm just doing a bit of weeding, and I want to show you how easy it is to get weeds out of a no-dig bed. I have both. If I had more compost, it would all be no-dig, but this is my no-dig bed, and look, it just comes out so easy, so much easier than the dig bed. It just slides right on out, makes it so much simpler to get a bed free of weeds. Now this is my parsnip bed, which I did put some onion sets around, and then I filled some gaps with these shallots. I've never grown shallots before. I'm absolutely in awe of their beauty. I just think they look amazing. So I've got a few shallots that I plugged the gaps with, because I planted my parsnips in toilet roll tubes, which was really good. It was easy to transplant, but the problem is the foxes or birds have tried to pick them out. So what I've learned is next time I need to plant them a lot deeper, and hopefully they'll escape. And then there's a few here that I just popped in without the tubes, and they're doing really well. That's a biodegradable pot, which I absolutely hate, but that parsnip's doing really well in it. And just a few more onions. You might know there was one particular thing I bought a little bit too much of, and I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to say this. Behold the potato beds. I planted a lot of potatoes. International kidney, looking good. Down here we've got Orla potatoes. Lady Crystal potatoes, and some more Orla down the end. Lady Crystal there, and then these ones in the middle. Excuse my shadow. Now that is the first of my Ocado gold potatoes. They're my favourite potato. I don't actually know what type they are, I just buy them if I shop on Ocado, and they're just Ocado gold, and they're such a nice potato. And I had two that sprouted, so I've popped those in. The other one is only just starting to break the surface there, so I'll be interested to see what they're like. And then you can see the other problem I have at the moment, all this mare's tail popping up everywhere, and I'll just have to keep pulling it. So on to my main crop now, it's Valor potatoes, and then if I turn around, you can see my new hedgehog house and the last of the daffodils there. Those were ones I put in a bit late, because I found them randomly somewhere and I transplanted them. God, you can see this one's got a bindweed problem. Look at that. Didn't see any bindweed last year when I took this plot on. I've seen a lot of it now, so lots more bindweed to be pulled. And it's a hedgehog house my dad made me, and the idea is to cover it all up so it's all covered with bits of twigs and stuff. I'll give you a close-up on that in a minute. And then here we go, more main crop potatoes. More main crop potatoes. And some mare's tail, of course. And then here we've got onion sets and carrots. Now I used carrot tape because I thought it would be easier to see everything else, but you can see, I mean, there's 3 lines just about, but not all of them have taken, so I'm going to have to fill the gaps. And reading about carrots, I heard carrot root fly is a problem. I don't know, because I've never grown them before. So what they suggested is put something fragrant like onions around. So here we have a ring of onions, mostly from sets. I did grow some from seed because I thought, oh, I should be an authentic gardener, I should grow things from seed. And then I started growing onion from seed, and I don't think I'll bother again. That's one of mine for seed. It's either a golden, that one's a golden bear I think, or a Bedfordshire champion. And then there's some red baron sets around, and I think some Sturon sets as well. But the seeds aren't looking too bad. I mean, they're obviously not as big as the sets, but you know, I feel a bit more of an authentic gardener. This is going to be my sweet corn bed, my squash bed, and then down there, chilies, tomatoes, outdoor cucumbers, anything else I can cram in. And look, the heavy wind we had has blown the cover off. Oh god, and you can see more mare's tail underneath. Honestly, I spend most of my time at the moment pulling mare's tail and bindweed, but I'd rather do that than put weed killer on it. So I'm going to recover this now, and hopefully when the weather isn't so wet, I can just get time just to turn it over and get some sweet corn in there. I've just noticed this lily, I think it's a lily, because it kind of flowered and died by the time I got the plot last year. I just noticed it's all come back to life. I've been so busy thinking about the vegetables, I haven't really noticed the little flower patch. And I cut it all down, and look, it's like a triffid, it's going to take over. I'd be quite interested to see what that is, because, as I say, I've not really seen it in flower. I presume it's some kind of lily thing. That's as far as my expert knowledge goes. And here's some of those pansies still going strong. They have been absolute troopers, they just keep going. And obviously you can see my weeding detail has not stretched to the flower bed, because you can see mare's tail and grass in amongst them. Comfrey's come back to life, and it's got some of those can't kill them off pansies in there. They just keep going, beautiful things. I'm looking forward to making my first comfrey tea at some point. And then here we've got some greyhound cabbages that my mum brought up as seedlings. Mostly done okay. I can see one's had a slug at it. And then the onion sets my dad brought up, which I think are Sturon and Red Baron. There's been one really big change here, and that is this, and I'll take you inside now. So just over a week ago I came up and I put this up. It's an oldie walk-in greenhouse, it's not very big. One problem with it, as soon as I put it up I realised there was a rip in it. But there is no way I am deassembling this to put it up again, because it's a bit of a pain. The instructions were a bit, well, worse than IKEA instructions. There we go. You can see it's got 3 shelves on each side, and those are some perennial plants that need a bit of water, a bit dry. I have put capillary matting underneath to give them a bit of help, and I just haven't had time to plant those out yet, or had the weather to do it. Let's go backwards and I'll show you what it looks like. There we go. I used the old compost area I inherited to give it a bit of bracing against the wind. The wind comes from the other side. Weighted it down inside. That's sharp sand. It's just a grey bag. And underneath I've put weed membrane, and then I've put plastic sheeting over this old compost, which is a bit of a nightmare to be honest. And I thought if I just try and kill it off as much as possible, might get something usable out of it. There we go, my first strawberry flowers appear as well. I'm taking you beyond the original half plot now. This feels like the plot that shall not be mentioned, and you can see why, because it is covered in weed membrane, so I haven't had time to get to it. And then where I've run out of weed membrane, You can see I've got this forest. I'm going to borrow my friend Amy's strimmer and trim all that down so I can start planting on it. And this is the bit I have managed to cultivate. I've got some onions, one strawberry plant, the rest died, marigolds, Brussels sprouts and some flowers at the end. Now this end of the plot has presented a few presents. There's a flower, I have no idea what it is, so if you do know please let me know. There's the leaves, and then dotted in amongst everything we've got strawberries that are in flower, which is quite nice. And then if I take you over here, discovered the other day past the mound of, Amy and I joke that any mounds are hidden bodies, but probably shouldn't joke because you never know what's down there. Found some rhubarb plants, got about 3. And there's a little one there as well. So we've got some rhubarb plants as well. This is a new addition. I have some lovely plot neighbours and one of them gave me this old wheelbarrow, which is very nice. It's my compost area. Met the inhabitant the other day. Friend and family ID vary between field vole and baby rat, so see what you think. And then past the Christmas tree. Out of my shadow. We have some more strawberries. I'm sure you won't be surprised to hear I grew out of room for potatoes. So the last few I have in 2 bags and a box. And they're just starting to peep through. There's a swarm of bees at the end of my neighbour's plot. I am not good with buzzing things that sting, so I'm just retreating to the back. I'd be really grateful if anyone could ID these for me. Now they come out easily, so I'm guessing they're from seed, not root. They start like that, and I've noticed one of them has got its true leaves, which might help us ID it. I originally thought it was bindweed, but that's not a bindweed leaf, is it? So what is it? I've got loads of them coming up from seed. Please, if you know what it is, let me know below. I'm going now, and I'm not even going to use my own path because that bee swarm is coming this way. Don't know if you can hear them. They went away, but they've come back. And they're starting to buzz around me, so I am off for the day.